our things. Okay.
Am I live?
We are live.
Hi, everybody.
32 countries.
Welcome to my TED Talk. No. So we're getting ready to go to Canton. This is Sarah. Is this Thursday? This is Tuesday. Tuesday, May 31st. We are headed to Canton tomorrow at 8 a.m. So today I've already got like everything painted for Canton out the door. So I wanted to do something fun for you guys. And I thought I would do a blue crab. Because that's kind of like
I'm hungry for crab.
Oceany, South Louisiana, like all of the things, like beachy, summery.
Yeah.
So I've never done this before. You and I are learning together. I've kind of sketched this crab, and I have a picture pulled up on my computer of a crab painting that I'm going to look at while I do it too, just to give me some ideas. And I have this beautiful ocean array of colors. What do you think about that? Very oceany. Very oceany.
It does look oceany.
I know. I had to take a picture of it like that. So I thought I was going to do like sand under it and then water. Still might. I think I'm going to, just to see. We're all learning right here. So I'm using this sandbar paint, and I'm just going to kind of smear some around under it, going around the edges of what I outlined. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge of the board though, and I want to get it a little wet to give me some spreadability. So I don't want to go to the edge of the board though, just to keep that wood look in there. Keeping it wet. And I'm just going to kind of like feather off into the top of the board, not really heavy on the paint. Watery. More watercolory. So we got Benjamin back. He's been gone.
Hey, Benjamin.
For all of you who are wondering why we haven't had Instagram all week. He has
Can't do
returned.
nothing without me, folks. Sorry.
I just refuse. I'm not an Instagrammer. I don't think I have Instagram on my phone yet. I wouldn't do it if I had to.
That's why you never look at any of the Instagram stuff I send you.
I don't look at the stuff you send me.
No, you don't.
How you know?
Because
You send it on Instagram?
Yeah,
No.
it says red
Yeah,
if you see it.
Yeah, because I never really.
That's how I know. This has not been read.
It's on my liar too.
Okay, so there's my sandyish beach. I'm going to take a little bit of cotton here, and I'm going to just kind of give it some texture because it is sand. All I'm doing is using the same brush and just kind of like dabbing it. Might have got a little bit much there.
So, do you eat crab? You a crab eater?
I have. I mean, I'm not like, oh, I've got to have crab.
No. I guess I'm never quite like that either.
But if I'm on the coast, I'm going to eat some crab.
Like boiled crab?
And some oysters, Rockefeller, and all of that, yeah. If I'm on the coast, it's happening. I'm going back over this with some sandbar now because I think it got a little white.
What's the kind that we always eat? Is it blue crab that we eat, like for crab boil?
Snow crab, blue crab.
Blue crab is what you're going to get
here.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Is the blue crab
Blue
better?
crabs are small.
A little smaller, I think.
Yeah, they're like little crabs.
But you also have like dungeons.
Like, yeah, snow crabs and all that stuff are like huge.
Did you know that lobsters mate for life?
That's pretty cool. No.
Like when they find their mate, it's for life.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So like whenever I have somebody I really care about, I'm like, oh, my lobster. It's always a lie though because they're never for life.
Oh my goodness, there's so many people that are like, no seafood for me.
Okay, I'm gonna take a baby wipe and just do a little.
Nancy does not eat any seafood.
Nancy, why not?
That's okay. Some people have allergies and stuff too. So.
Shellfish allergies.
Yeah, some people just think fish is disgusting.
Scarlett likes seafood.
Scarlett, you're a true asset.
I don't want to be.
But you're
Did you say? Okay.
she's a true asset.
I heard you.
Oh.
We'll come back to it later. So there's my beach. There's my beach. I'm gonna use a little bit of pure ocean here and a little bit of the Gulf. I'm put it on my board here and get it wet. And I'm just going to give the illusion that some water might be coming up here. Just slightly. So I'm guessing if I were to put a saying on this or a welcome or a name or whatever, I would do it probably in black up here in the blue area. Swiping it into the sand just a little bit. It's not much and it's very light. So that's gonna be my backdrop right there. I'm okay with that. Are y'all okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Falling asleep, Bingen?
No.
Bingen's falling asleep. So my blue crab, I'm going to start with I think antebellum blue for the back. I'll mix it in kind of what I was doing a minute ago. The shape of him here, again, I've just kind of sketched this with a pencil. And I'm going to freehand this mostly. This is a mixture of antebellum blue, the Gulf, and pure ocean on my brush with some water mixed in just so that it blends really prettily. Benjamin, wake up.
Beautiful. I'm watching. I'm just excited to see
So,
the crab.
He's like,
A long week. A long drive in this morning, guys.
on vacation. At least you don't have to leave on a long drive in the morning to go to Canton.
Yeah.
Are you going to Canton, Bill?
yeah, later in the week though. I don't know what day yet.
Okay, so there's my base. What's my picture? Okay. Now, I'm really liking this color I created, so I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to do his big claws up here. They have those, like, sections to them. I find it easier to paint the sections at the same time. That way you can tell if you're getting like off proportioned or whatever, and you're not like, oh, just winding up at the end with arms that are like way, weird. You can do like little outlines at the end, so don't worry about that. Just make your little joint sections here. And it'll all come together when you do your outlines. Again, this is just a little door hanger, so I'm not like getting crazy fancy or detailed. I'm really just creating the shape that I'm looking at on the picture. That's the fun thing about crabs. They're sections. So you can just do one little section at a time. It's the same with the lobsters or the crawfish. Now I'm going to do his little pinchers here. I'll come back with another color to actually give it the ridges and stuff. Do this little pincher here. All right. Those aren't too bad off proportion-wise. Now the rest of the legs are kind of skinny, so I'm going to get me a skinnier brush. I'm going to make my little mixture again here. Pure ocean, antebellum blue in the Gulf. Lots of water. Okay, so he has 2 legs going up and 2 legs going down. The first leg going up comes out above this little point here. That looks a little bit lighter. Comes out above this little point here. So I'm going to make it, and it looks like it has a few little sections. It's kind of skinny. Give it that. And that. Another little section. And the tip. Alright. So I'm going to jump over to this side.
Are we giving away today? Store credit?
Sure.
Ooh, store credit.
2. Now, to make sure I don't go too crazy, I'm going to see where the tip of mine stops, and I'm going to come right over here and make myself a little point, just so I don't get way out of proportion. So if you were going to actually sit down and draw this out, make a grid. Make sure that your legs line up. That way, if it looks proportional, everything else will fall into shape, fall into like their line of sight, the way it should be seen. The second leg that points up, this one comes out from below here a little bit. It has a longer little section there.
Is this a male or a female crab?
How would I know that? Is that a question? How would I know that? I don't know. I've never sexed
I'm
crabs.
sorry, Tina. She doesn't.
How can you tell?
That's a joke. There's no Tina.
Okay.
I figured it might get you out of your character. Yes, you can tell. I don't know specifically, but there's something to do with the bottom couple legs, and when you pull their shell back. You know what I'm talking about?
They scream.
You can tell by looking
And
at
one
them.
of them screams in a low voice and one screams in a high voice when you
No,
pull the shell
yeah.
back.
No crabs have beards.
Real. I don't think you're gonna see the.
You can tell from the mustache.
When you open it up, you know if it's got eggs. It's female. But their shell is different on the bottom too.
If they have a mustache,
Oh,
it's a dead giveaway.
what is this?
Somebody's FaceTiming you?
Oh my goodness.
It's your kids.
Yeah.
I hope the dog didn't get run over again. Okay, so now I have 2 legs going down.
Very careful about the callback.
Hey, Daddy. I'm going to create these little spaces here so that they're a little alike. This one has just a few little sections and it curves downward here. Don't worry about these looking rough. Nobody's going to pay attention to these little legs. They're just going to see a crab. So,
Yeah, shape of it's already there.
yeah, they're not going to be like, why'd they do the leg like that? They're going to see a literal crab. Okay, this last leg is fatter. So we'll do this joint kind of fat right here. And I'm going to come right over here and do this joint at the same time.
Yeah,
Again.
You want to go eat some crabs tonight?
Yeah.
Where are we going to get them at? Crab
I don't
joints
know.
down here somewhere.
And his
Sarah,
little,
where can we get crabs at?
look at that. Look at my little Krabby McCrab crab.
Is that the crate number? Oh no, girl. You better stop that. That's probably what the restaurant would have anyway.
Grocery
Over
store.
here. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to come back in on the color and shading just a little bit. Although I do think that this little blend I made really set the mood for the crab all together. I'm going to add a little darkness in there. A little darkness, my little friend. Alright, I think I'm going to add some sea glass. Oh, I dropped it. No need to worry. I'll make that part of my water. Did you sneeze?
Excuse me.
You just like half alive over there.
I'm barely hanging in
Don't
there.
make it.
You're like half
I
alive.
cannot wait to get to my bed.
He
Okay,
does this every time he comes back. He's like, I'll just drive tomorrow morning.
out partying.
Last night.
I'm the opposite. Like, I can't stand the thought of waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock.
Well, usually I get to bed a lot earlier than I did last night.
Disgusting to me.
So I am just adding some highlights with sea glass here on on the outside edges of everything.
That is definitely looking like a crab.
Are they liking it?
Peggy says she wishes she could paint like this.
Peggy, you can. I'm showing you right now.
I'm telling you, Sarah's not that talented.
I'm not.
She makes a living as an artist.
Okay. Now, do you have caviar over there? Never mind, I got some black right here. I use this. So I'm gonna do his little beady little eyes.
I was joking. Hi from Maryland. Eileen
Now
Sutherland.
Marilyn will know what some crabs
There
are.
we go. Yeah. Crustacean experts in that area.
Yeah, Marilyn, tell us about the crabs.
Don't say Old Bay.
Disqualified.
Disqualified. I think that's what they use though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You get a tiny
Which I honestly
pinky.
don't know that I've ever tasted it.
Tasted what?
Old Bay.
Old Bay?
It's very lemony. It's probably not spicy like what we use down here with the red pepper and all that.
So I am using a pointy little brush that hasn't been saturated yet. And I'm dipping it in some good black here, and I'm just hitting these joints a little bit. I am not making straight lines or like bearing down or anything. I'm just kind of dotting my brush and swooshing it a little bit. Super simple way. I can't talk. And around the bottom of the crab and around where his legs come out, just to give off a little vibe that it is shadowed. And if you can whip together something like this, you know, in 30 minutes like I'm doing, you really can get your money's worth just by making $50 or so on it.
Yeah. This would be cool to hang in the kitchen or something.
Yeah. Or take to the beach house. Take to the beach house. Yeah, a restaurant. If somebody had a great covered patio where the pool was.
Or outdoor kitchens.
Outdoor kitchen, yeah. You could put, you know, Dad's kitchen or, you know, just something fun on it. Some people name their back porches. My best friend, for the longest, before they moved, their back area was called the Red Umbrella Bar and Grill. And you could like check in there and everything, like they had made it a location.
Tamara says she would probably use a grid to try to get the crab.
Yes.
Right. That's a way to keep it.
That's a good way to do it. If I were like being professional about it, I would draw a grid. But I'm just eyeballing it, so moving it around helps. Using your paintbrush to make straight lines helps. Need to get better on this little pincher right here. So out here towards the end, it comes down into a point.
I did a quick poll to see how many people enjoy eating crab. 75% said yes, they do.
Add some jagged edges to that. And the bottom part.
I had some crab stuffed mushrooms the other day.
Ooh,
They're
that
real
sounds
crab. They
good.
use real crab.
Yeah, best I could tell. I don't know. I didn't ask.
That's these kind of questions are very important. But you should be able to tell the difference, I think.
I mean, it was
Real
good.
crab meat's more, it's very small.
Yeah, but it was like ground up with Parmesan cheese and
Yeah.
everything else. It was
It
really
doesn't have that red color that
Yeah.
they like to put in the artificial stuff.
Billy is a food connoisseur.
well. I think they get that from like crab leg, like the big snow crabs and
That's what I'm
stuff.
talking about, yeah.
But they have like some raisins sometimes.
Yeah, they do, but that's
It's
not
not
like they use like lump meat.
Yeah.
To do that kind of stuff. Just like white ready meat. And what is that? The antenna 8?
Can I? Alright, we're getting close.
Should put like some What would be a good adornment for this? Like some rope, some kind of like.
Did you?
Yeah.
This isn't
I don't know. I'm thinking of like moss on it or something.
Red Lobster.
I'm sure.
Tie a knot, put an anchor on it.
Yeah, there you go. Put an anchor on
This
it.
is not Red Lobster decor, okay?
Put a stick with some bacon hanging on the end. Like,
I mean, I shrunk the kids.
We used to go, as a little kid in South Louisiana, we used to go and try to catch crawfish on a stick with bacon. You ever did that?
Really?
You tie a piece of bacon or something on the end and go in the mud holes and they do bite it. Instead of pull them out and catch them, but yeah.
Okay, I think I'm done.
You really made something of yourself.
I know, man.
You're an inspiration to us all.
Yeah.
Who, Billy?
Yeah.
He made something of
Stick
himself?
fishing. That's probably the last time I fished in my life.
Stick fishing.
Yeah, all of Billy's childhood stories he tells me about, I'm like, he did not come up like that at all, you know. He grew up to a totally different person.
Yeah.
He still eats out of the trash every once in a while.
That's true. That's just like that.
You did that yesterday. I give these little guys a glimmer.
Oh, Carrie said, Sarah, get your body armor suit. I'm coming to camp.
Carrie's gonna take me out.
Yeah. Where's the crabs?
So I'm just gonna add a few little touches in the water here to like give it some like bubbly look, and I just am using my finger to create that foam a little bit. While y'all pick your winners.
Oh, winners.
Anything I do beach inspired is because I have Scarlett in mind. I love to do stuff beachy for her. All right. Here she is.
That is so cool.
Love it.
Love it. All right. For store credit today. Oh, look at this. I think she won the other day, but that's fine. It's random. Amber R. Quinn. You win today.
All right, Amber, email us at support@build-a-cross.com with your address and name, or we'll get you some store credit on there. And
$25 store credit.
Scarlett will be here tomorrow. I'll be heading to Canton, so see you then. Carrie, can't wait.